Now,
I love you all, you Hebrew Israelite brothers. All right,
if
go
you,
ahead. I
if
had
you
to
love
put that
this,
on.
you got
I love you. That's
now
why I'm
check
here.
this out. Now
Who
watch
else
this.
is here?
Watch this. Now check this out.
Who else is here?
It says by the time the Israelites had returned from exile in Babylon to rebuild the temple and the city of Jerusalem, they had lost touch with much of their language, including their ancestral language. Instead of Hebrew, most of the Israelites could speak only Aramaic,
Right,
the language of the Persian Empire,
right.
and many Jews would continue to do so due to time. It say Jesus, but we know it's Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
When the scribe Ezra called the people together to read the book of the law, he realized that most of them would not understand the Hebrew text.
Right.
Consequently, he first read the text in Hebrew,
Okay.
and then someone repeated what he had just said in Aramaic.
Okay,
The
now,
entire scene vividly described in chapter
I'm gonna
8
tell you a
of the
little
book of
something.
Nehemiah.
I'm
Man.
gonna tell you something, my brother. Look,
So we ain't out here. We ain't
look.
out here.
I'm gonna tell you how serious, and I love Ezra, especially the second Ezra. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you. Oh, let me talk. Ezra. Okay, whatever, man. My bad English from American education. Okay. I was married to a white woman. Okay. Now, when I read in Second Ezra, okay, that when our brethren came out of captivity and was going back to the promised land, and when the elder, hold on,
Everything that you saying,
but can I talk? Can I finish?
He just said it.
Every time, that's how many
Okay,
times.
look,
Every
we're
time you
all
talk, he bring out something.
look, we're
Nah,
all
you
coming.
say he's married to a white woman.
Look, you won't even let me finish, right? Okay, so I was married to a white woman, and I came across the scripture in Second Ezra when our brethren, was coming out of captivity, going back to the promised land. The Persian king gave Ezra charge. Okay, he gave him charge to go back and teach his people the law. There was a problem came because the elders came to Ezra and said, we have a problem. It's in Ezra. Okay? And he said, the problem that we have is that the leaders of Israel is marrying foreign women. All right? Okay? Now, when the elders told Ezra that a lot of the leaders that were supposed to be in charge of teaching the lay, the young, okay? No, what he told him, all right, so what had happened is that he began to pour out his beard and fall on the ground and seeking the Most High because of his favor that he has left a remnant. And now the thought that they had married these foreign women, he was beside himself. So you know what the elders came to Ezra and said, this is what we feel the Lord is saying. That they should get rid of their wives, these foreign women, and the children. All right. You know what I did when I read that? I left my wife 2 months ago. And I showed her the scripture because I discovered that I am a Hebrew Israelite and that this commandment says that I should not be yoked up with a foreign woman.
I got a question. No, let me ask you a question.
So I'm just trying to tell
Bring it
you.
out, bro. I have a question. Now, if Esau's your brother, why you leave your wife? You're supposed to love your brother, right?
Right, I'm saying, but he was not the
We can
blood.
love Esau, but
He's not the bloodline. I'm making a
It
distinction.
don't make sense.
I'm saying you cannot hate.
What you saying don't make sense, bro.
See, we are the priests and the kings of the earth. We cannot hate. God is love. God says that I will. No, the Most High said that vengeance is mine.
He said there's a time for everything.
That's right.
There's a time to love, there's a time to hate.
Okay.
That's
But
right.
the Most High,
Okay, so there's a time to hate.
he says,
We can't hate.
look, the commandment says to love one another.
No, I have to ask you.
The
We
commandment,
can hate, right?
no.
It don't say that. Where say that, bro? Where say that?
I can't remember exactly, but yo, I
commandment-
think it's a Proverbs.
The Most High, or Jehoshua says, that to love one another.
Keep saying that, but
Even
you don't
I
know.
say, love your enemy. So we know as Hebrew Israelites that the Edomite, our brother, is our
You
enemy.
ain't supposed to love Esau. And the most
But
high,
then why you leave
you
your
might
wife?
well clear that out the Bible.
I don't get it. Why
If
did you
the
leave your
Most High
wife
hate
then?
him,
That don't make
hold
sense.
up,
Okay,
if the Most High hate him,
because
why we
God,
can't
wait a
hate
minute,
him? And we his
because
children.
when God, in Deuteronomy 32, it says that when God separated the nation, right, and gave them the little gods over them as their portion,
Exactly.
He chose Israel or Jacob to be His portion, and therefore the commandments was that we should not marry foreign women.
Okay.
I did not know at the time that I was an Israelite. I looked at myself as a Christian, and therefore, as a Christian, I believe that I should marry someone of the Christian faith. But when I recognized that I was Israel and not just a Christian
Yo, with this,
that Rome produces, then I realized the error of my ways, and I confronted her and said, "Baby, we cannot be together."
She's a concubine.
So no, my thing is this, because I'm trying to figure out how you think about it. Like,
I'm
so,
just saying. I'm in
so
Philly
when you
now. I
say
was
that-
in Lancaster 2 months ago.
I get it, but
All
as
right.
far as
All
so
right.
you could get the difference of nations when it becomes your wife being
Good.
Esau, but you can't look at the difference of the nations.
I did not know.
No,
When I
you-
married her
listen
that
to
I
my-
was
listen-
Israel.
Listen to my question though.
Okay?
You were saying, because his point was
Okay.
that we were brothers. But my point, but look,
Yeah, but
listen,
that's not where the
you're not listening.
bloodline.
You're not
It's
listening.
not where the bloodline goes
You're
at.
not listening. The point was, your point, what you said was that you kept bringing up the scripture about us being brothers. So it said, right?
Right, we're
So-
brothers. Which is true.
So you say we can't
Is
hate.
there a lie? Is there a lie in my statement?
I'm not brothers with Esau. I don't know.
Nah, we is, bro.
Okay.
I don't have an Esau brother
Dang, am I lying?
in my family.
Oh, he's the twin brother of Jacob.
We
All
brothers,
I'm saying
we brothers,
is,
but we two
all I'm
different
saying,
nations.
I'm going
like
to say
you
you
said.
have to live with
Our
him.
our nationalities are
I
our
didn't
brothers.
say you had to live with
I'm
him.
not brothers with.
I'm just saying
Esau.
that instead of,
Okay,
and
that's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
saying that with
My
you.
my
But I'm
nationality shares
saying,
a lineage with Esau.
Good.
I am not Esau's brother.
Matter of fact, I probably saw you when I was out late.
all I'm saying is that our message, look, time is short.
I'm gonna say.
The energy that we spend, and from what I see, we spend more time telling them what's coming to them.
That's called prophecy. That's called prophecy.
But the funny thing about
That's
it
what
is,
it's called.
it's funny because it's some things it's things that I feel like my brother right here do bring out a lot. And I'm sorry, I don't think I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think my brother right here bash Esau.
He's here
I'm a-
discipling you.
As much
All
as I
I'm
want,
doing,
I would like
all
him-
I'm doing,
as
all
much as I would
I'm
like
doing-
him to, I'm gonna keep it 100.
All I'm saying is that
I don't
we
see-
cannot be out there shouting and cursing out
Why can't
the
you?
ones that's in power.
So what?
Oh,
that's
hold
the
on,
reason
wait a
we
minute,
do it. That's the
hold
reason
on,
we do it,
Grab,
'cause look what they do with their power.
grab Psalm 23.
Look, we cannot be in the land of the enemy.
Watch this.
That shows power.
But yo, see, that's how I know, like,
And this
yo,
is what I was talking
you
about.
scared,
at work.
man. You
Yeah,
scared.
exactly. That's what I was
I'm
saying.
scared. That's
I was
why.
talking
I'm
about to the
scared.
brothers at work, and I was like, y'all
Listen
scared.
to me.
You
Listen to
scared.
me. It's why.
We're supposed to
Cause
stand in
look,
great boldness.
Exactly.
Where's wisdom?
Man. We are using wisdom.
What I'm saying, do you
Wisdom
hear
is all
our
in the
brothers?
scriptures.
Listen
Yo,
to
grab the
this.
23rd
Do you
Psalm.
hear our brothers talking about we're gonna rape their people?
But that's what's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Shalom. Shalom, man. But listen,
No.
no, it says it in there.
No.
We're going to,
No.
Psalm 23. And we're going to dash this, we're going to beat their babies. We're going to
No.
kill their babies.
Say
That's in the Bible.
Look, I'm saying that
They
we're
women-
talking
they
about
women
we're
gonna
gonna
get
rape their
ravished.
little
It's in
12-year-old
there.
daughter.
No.
You
No.
cannot be going
No.
out there.
Ain't nobody
yes,
say that.
Yes, they
Ain't
did.
nobody say that.
Yes, they
Who
did.
said that?
In New York.
You talking about the GMS, the apostles. He never said that you could.
Yeah.
Okay, now rape. Do you
They
know what the word
told
rape
them,
means?
we gonna rape your little
No.
12-year-old
That's
daughter. Yes,
bullshit.
we are
That's
when we're in
bullshit.
control.
That's bullshit.
Okay, well,
the
I'm
video
saying.
that you saw,
Okay.
they spliced it.
Well, okay.
They chopped it up.
No,
That's
they didn't.
bullshit. Yes,
I
they
heard
did.
them say it, and
Listen,
they said it
yo,
more than
I
one
know that
time.
apostle, man.
No,
And he
they
ain't say
said
that.
it more than one
No,
time.
he ain't say that. He ain't say that. And do you know what the word rape means? And don't give me Esau's definition either. What does the word rape mean?
Take it by force.
Exactly. So that has nothing to do with sex. And when he bought
That
out,
could be anything. I
and
could
when
take
he
your
bought
coat
out,
by force.
when he bought out, back.
Talking about rape your
No,
little
hold
daughter.
on, no.
I could take
I'm
your
about
coat by
to explain it to you.
I can run your pocket.
So
and
now,
everything. That's
so
what it
so
is.
back in the ancient time, it
It's just
was
a word.
lawful if a woman wasn't married, and you saw her on the street, you could grab her and tell you coming with me. Yes, you can. That's the law.
That's what they do
That's
in
in the
the-
scriptures.
Look,
man.
that's in the scriptures.
Listen to
See,
me.
so
I
we
actually read a couple
got a
of them.
problem with
That's
that.
it.
No.
We got a problem
You
with
talking?
that.
People halfway
No,
follow,
it
people
says
halfway
no. It says that when
Man, these are lost cause,
when
man.
you go in and you take a slave,
Man, listen.
when you
It
take a
says
slave
if a woman
and you go
wasn't
into
if
her,
a woman wasn't beguiled, right? I'm not slocking, betrothed. You can grab her and take her with you,
It
but
says-
then you would have to pay her father a certain amount of gold and silver. Then you can have sex with her. And then what you think they did when
so you're gonna
no,
pay
hold
the
on,
enemy's
no.
father when you go
The
in.
enemy's father. We talking about our own people.
So you're saying
We
you're
talking
gonna
about-
go? I'm talking about when you go to war.
Listen, when we went to war, right?
Okay.
When we went to war,
You
and
talking
you
about-
would kill,
you talking about the southern
you would
tribe
kill
and the
all.
northern tribe?
No, I'm talking
kill all
about
the men.
you'd kill all the men, and you'll take the women, which, and you'll make a shave. And if you wanted it, you'll make a shave her hair off,
Right.
and then have her mourn for her family for 30 days,
Right.
and then you have sex with her.
Right. And then you can't
That's lawful.
you cannot disregard her and
No,
throw
you
her
can't.
over the side.
But you
Okay.
can't.
All right.
But you
Okay,
saying we
I'm
gonna
saying.
rape 12-year-old little girl? Ain't
Well,
nobody never
then
say
that's
that
what they
because
said.
no, they didn't. They said the age of a girl's flower is 12 years old.
When
When
the
a woman had a menstrual
when-
cycle,
look.
that's when they become